We are going on holiday to the Swedish mountains, and it's mid-June, so it's super off season. It was all we could afford, and I think everything is going to be closed, like most things are going to be closed. We're staying at this hotel. It was the cheapest one we could find, and it's very overlooky. Have you read The Shining? Because I haven't. I'm a huge Stephen King fan, like huge, and I can't remember if I read it or if I've just seen the film. I've read Doctor Sleep and I loved it, but I don't know if I read it. What could possibly be more fitting than to go to an abandoned hotel in the mountains and read The Shining? Do you want to come along? Yes, you do. You're going to anyway. Let's go. Hello. Should we do a little room tour and see what we've got to work with? We've already moved in, so it's going to be like quite messy, I think. The hallway, some nice hooks, very big wardrobe where we unpacked. I never unpack, but this time we decided to do it. Nice mirror. A bed that we already slept in, but it was very nice and tidy when we got here. Like a super high ceiling, and it's a view of the mountains and the parking lot, but also the mountains. So if you lie here in bed like this, you can't see the parking lot, you can only see the mountain. Pro tip, if you're going to Sweden and stay in a hotel, they don't always have a kettle, so bring your own kettle if you want some tea, coffee. Also, if you have a very narrow bum, you can sit in this very cozy chair. Pretty good. Got these. What are these called? Bathrobes. They're called bathrobes, yeah. Water shoes. The pool is closed and the spa area is also closed. But anyway, we can have our own spa in here. So everything very fancy. And this way, sit down, do your business. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, no, this is too much privacy. Or you're in the bath. Too much privacy. I wish people could see me. Perfect. You can take a bath, look at the mountains, and everyone in the room can see you. It's good that we're friends. Oh, we're not friends, we're married. It's day 2. Yesterday we had such a good day. We went for a little hike around noon, and then in the evening it started to get a little bit rainy, which means perfect weather for sitting inside and read. And I got through a big chunk of this yesterday. This one is in Swedish and I read quite fast in Swedish. And so far it's really good. I mean, I love Stephen King. this is not an exception to that. I really like that he, just during the first pages, he presents the ending of the book. I mean, if you've seen the film or you heard about it, you probably know how it's going to end. But there's this big thing that is responsible for how it ends. And it's being presented in just the first few pages, which I like. The description of Jack Torrance is really good, and you really hate this person. Just during the first pages, he's not likable at all, and he's already starting to slip a little bit in his mind when he talks to the hotel manager. I think it differs a little bit from most Stephen King books that I've read, because I think normally he takes his good, sweet time to build up the story and to build up the world and to build up the characters. And nothing really scary happens until like halfway through the books in some of his books. But here it happens straight away. It's like you dive straight into the scary bits. I really love Danny. I think he is such a sweet boy. And I mean, you're meant to like Danny. You don't meant to like Jack and Wendy, because they are they're very awful people. I mean, Wendy's nice, but she's so, you just want to shake her and like, just come on, woman. But Danny is wonderful, and I think it's very nice that he's got a little bit of an explanation and a friend in the beginning. The chef Halloran explains to him a little bit about what The Shining is, that he's not alone in this world. And I think that's very important, that we and him get a little bit of hope. The snow has just arrived in the book, not here. It's just raining, and it's going to rain all day. So I'm going to stay inside and read. Probably going to find a different view and a different spot in this very empty, eerie hotel. So I just want to say that this hotel is not at all creepy. Like, it's super cozy, it's super nice. The staff is really, really, really nice. But it's got like a similar vibe to the Overlook Hotel, because it's like, if you look at the wine list, so some champagne for 2,500 crowns. You can just imagine what kind of people normally stay here when it's not off season. But this is not a summer hotel as Overlook is. It's a ski resort. I mean, there are some weird sounds here. So the hotel was opened at 1910, so over 100 years ago. And back then it was a summer hotel, because rich people from Stockholm came here to breathe the fresh air in the summer. They don't, however, have a room 217. I've tried to find it, but I couldn't. It's the next day. I was going to do this yesterday in the common area of the hotel, but when I started, someone came and started to take the breakfast away, and then some painters did something very loud, and I knew I was going to say it, like I said it in my head, but I could not get it out, and I got really frustrated, and I started to cry because I felt like I was such a useless human being because I couldn't get what I had in my head out. I also changed the brand of my medication, and it's not supposed to be any difference, but I really think it is. We're not meant to talk about that. We're meant to talk about The Shining. Ooh. Yeah, this is my husband's bookmark, so he's come a little bit. What did I think of it? I liked it. It wasn't my favorite Stephen King book. It's not even on my top 5. I don't know what my top 5 is. Maybe I should make a video about that. It dragged on for a bit in the middle. It was moving forward, but I felt the scary scenes were all the same for quite a while. So nothing really, I mean, things happened, but nothing really happened. I don't know how to say that. But the last also 100 pages, it was really fast and exciting. And that storyline with Mr. Halloran, when he couldn't get to the airport and everything was working against him, that's like one of my biggest nightmares. Like, I can actually have that as a nightmare. I'm really trying to get somewhere and I can't. So I thought that was very well described. I also liked that the hotel itself in the end was like a character. It had a will of its own, and it wasn't just like spooky stuff was happening. It was actually, it had like a personality. It was like almost a person. I have seen the film, so I was waiting for the blood rushing in the hallways and in the corridors, and I was waiting for the twins to arrive, but they never arrived. Apparently they're not in the book. In the book was a weird dog man, and of course the woman in the 217 room, the dead people in the president's suite, and the fire hose, but no spooky twin kids. Unfortunately, because I think spooky kids are very scary. I think it added to the experience to actually read it in an abandoned hotel. I am quite scared of the dark, but this hotel we're in now, it was empty, but it's like so nice and cozy. So I didn't really have any fears about it. Also, it's mid-June, so it's light outside all the time. Things don't really get super spooky when it's sunshine the whole night through. The relationship between Jack and Wendy was fairly, I think it was well described from Jack's point of view, but I don't know, are you meant to feel for Wendy, or are you meant to think that she's a culprit too? It's a description of a toxic relationship, right? But I don't really buy Wendy's part in it. Like, I don't think the mechanism in her that makes her stay in this toxic relationship, I don't think they are very believable. Stephen King might not be the best person to describe a 25-year-old woman and why she stays in a toxic relationship. I'm sorry, but that's just how I feel. So to me, Wendy was also a bad guy. Like, I couldn't connect with her at all. I didn't understand why she did the things she did. And I think she was just a really annoying person, and I didn't feel sorry for her at all. Love Danny, love Mr. Halloran. But yeah, it was good. If you have the chance to go to an abandoned hotel and read The Shining, I think you should. If you have a chance to go to anywhere during the off season, I think you should. It's been really nice. We've been almost alone here the whole time. Now it's the weekend, so a few more people are here. But it's been great. We have a few more days left, but don't worry. I picked up another scary book that is in the mountains. So I think that's another video. Thank you for watching, and I don't know what to say anymore, but yeah, let's watch this video that appears on your screen right now.